Hello YouTubers and welcome to Novus Talks with me, your host Novus Gorvius. And in this video, as you can tell by the title, I'm doing something completely different. As I said I would in my last video, this is going to be the first of what's going to become some of my newer content about reacting to stuff and things like that. I didn't really have anything to react to except for something I discovered today online that I thought I'd bring up in a video and discuss, since I've broadened my channel's content to incorporate that. But anyways, that little introduction out the way, I'll get right into it. As you can tell by the title, this video is going to be about Siren Head. Now, Siren Head, for those who don't know, and I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know, it's a new creepypasta that's come out. So I'm a fan of the SCP Foundation, and I'm in a group with them on Facebook. But anyway, there was a lot of discussion related about Siren Head becoming an SCP, and I had no clue who or what Siren Head was, and I was seeing this discussion going back and forth. I presumed Siren Head was something like Pyramid Head, like it was from Resident Evil or The Last of Us or games like that. I thought it was something like that. But after seeing Markiplier's video and later Jacksepticeye's video, I suddenly found out what this thing was. Siren Head is a creepypasta that I mentioned, created by Trevor Henderson, who, shockingly enough, this guy, from what I saw on his Twitter and his Instagram, he creates a lot of the images you see in sort of Reddit no sleep stories or cursed images, things like that. A lot of those monsters are his creations. This one is one that's, shockingly enough, existed for about 2 years. Siren Head was created in 2018. A short game came out in October 2018. No one really talked about it. It slipped under the radar. The last few weeks, suddenly he's become really popular. The entire internet's talking about him. Jacksepticeye and Markiplier, and I presume other YouTubers pointed this out. And so far, the only explanation I've seen, it's because it's Trevor Henderson's birthday recently, and people have been bringing up his creatures and stuff around the internet, and that's why Siren Head's making the rounds on YouTube. But anyways, with that introduction out the way, I'm going to watch a video here that I've gathered up, top 5 scary Siren Head facts, because I've already watched a bunch of stuff today. I was just about to watch this and I decided, you know what, I'll react to it in a video and give my thoughts. I won't explain to you what Siren Head is, maybe the video will, because I don't want to drag out this intro longer. The video will probably explain to you, and even if you do want to know, I'll explain a bit later on. But without further ado, I'll get into watching this video because I already looked at a lot of stuff, so I know what it is. I probably should have done this first, but this video was very last minute, so I apologize for that. But who knows, maybe there might be something creepy in this that disturbs you or disturbs me. We'll soon find out. Anyways, we'll get right into it.
Mysterious, slender figure that has invaded the imaginations of horror fans all over the world. It starred in video games, spooky stories, fan films, and more. Lurking in the darker areas of forests, there are enough photos and drawings to convince any curious thrill seeker that it could very well be real. But where did this fascinating beast come from? And what does it want? Are we safe? All these questions will be answered in due time. Hello horrorheads, and welcome back to the scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm your horror
I'm probably going to be reacting to a lot of videos by this guy as well.
Pieces of internet lore over the past little while. So put on your hiking boots and make sure your flashlight is fully charged, because we are looking at the top 5 scary Siren Head facts you need to know. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more cryptid content.
As I said,
Filling out our number 5 slot, we've got Siren Head's origins. So where did Siren Head come from? Well, this towering monstrosity was created by Trevor Henderson, also known as @Slimy Swamp Ghost. He tweeted an image of the loud speakered Leviathan in 2018, and the rest is history. Henderson is a prolific monster maker and often draws terrifying creatures incorporated into digital photos to evoke a wickedly creepy response. Most of these beings come with
sounds like Eric Knudsen
spooky story to give some context too. Make sure to check out more of Trevor's work if you're a fan of Siren Head. Since the original tweet, Siren Head's mythos has expanded.
I'll show some of the images. It was very disturbing.
Enthusiasts everywhere scrambled to find out more about the lanky beast and made sure to provide their own interpretations. Soon enough, official details were released to the public. This is what we know so far. Siren Head is approximately 40 feet tall, or about the size of a telephone pole. It's covered in what looks like rusted metal, but if you give it a closer look, you'll notice that it's actually dried, mummified skin. This lad needs some lotion. His skin is jerky to the point of looking like scrap metal. Extending out from his torso, Siren Head's arms are as long as his body, with knuckles almost dragging along the ground. This gives an appearance similar to a gibbon. I can only imagine how far those reach in a chase scenario. Oh boy. There are wires that wrap around its abdomen and chest that writhe around when it's agitated. The iconic loudspeakers on its head are made of metal and therefore are the only metal on Siren Head's body. They appear to be fused to its flesh and have been depicted as containing a nasty set of teeth and a long tongue.
Good thing I didn't explain to you, because this is the explanation of what he is.
There are many theories concerning where Siren Head came from, but like all good cryptids, it's hard to explain just how it originated on our dear sweet planet Earth. Coming in at number 4, the Sirens. So I mentioned the lovely speakers.
This is the main part about the character.
Flesh-covered telephone pole before, and they aren't just for show. There have been reports of the megaphones pumping out odd music and sounds. No discernible pattern has been discovered, and it seems to play all sorts of different genres. These sounds and songs are often distorted and full of static. Imagine how creepy that would be, hiking through the woods in complete silence, and then all of a sudden you hear an old crackling jazz standard. Start dancing now, because it might be the last chance you get. If Siren Head is perturbed or senses prey, it will sometimes angrily shout random words and numbers. There's also a loud, shrill noise that might remind someone of an air raid siren. This has an extremely disquieting effect on anyone who hears it. When sleeping, Siren Head produces constant white noise. It sounds almost peaceful.
That's the weirdest thing to me, is that he sleeps.
Less threatening noises. Just because
Are we going to ignore that?
It's not dangerous. The last most
How does it
terrifying
sleep?
thing that
Why?
Siren Head will do with its speakers is imitate human speech. Why is that so terrifying?
Just like SCP-939.
Anything inhuman that mimics us usually ends up at the bottom of the uncanny valley, and hearing human speech come out of something like Siren Head is pretty uncomfortable. But there's a very specific reason why this copycat is bad news, and we're about to find out. Coming in at number 3, it hunts humans. What else would this malnourished monolith do? It was put on this earth to scare us and then eat us, the perfect creature. No one is quite sure how this process works, though, as anyone who's been close enough to get devoured, well, got devoured. Those teeth are probably put to good use,
I was going to say it doesn't have a mouth.
It's unclear why Siren Head consumes Homo sapiens, or if it even benefits from the process. Does it require human nutrients to live? Doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe it feeds on fear and then transplants our bodies to another time and space. Either way, you want to avoid this guy in the woods. Siren Head usually snatches up hikers, campers, and other forest-dwelling folk, although it's not uncommon for people who live in communities near forests to go missing too. He's always around wooded areas. Being as tall and skinny as a telephone pole means Siren Head can blend in well with trees. It can also stay perfectly still for long periods of time.
Sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Camouflage. All of this makes it seem like Siren Head is already adept at hunting humans, but like I was saying before, it can also imitate human speech. Often it will mimic the voice of a loved one or a person in distress to lure in victims. Aggressive mimicry at its finest. This makes it an extremely dangerous predator, because anyone who doesn't know any better will follow these sounds to their source. Unfortunately, instead of running into their mom or a hiker with a broken leg, they find themselves
I heard a giant nuclear siren in the woods. I wouldn't know.
Although many people don't seem to
Maybe
mind
some
that
of you.
Siren Head is a dangerous predator. Fans will just say it's misunderstood. A friend you haven't met yet. Lots of people even made art and memes portraying Siren Head as a wholesome forest neighbor, asking to borrow cups of sugar and playing cheerful music. And while this is a fun notion, maybe don't assume the best when you run into this spindly specter. At number 2, we've got scary video games. In addition to all the bone-chilling art featuring Siren Head, there are also a few video games featuring these creature in the dark. And why wouldn't they? Siren Head is a fantastic antagonist for a horror game. It makes for some fantastic sound cues, creepy atmosphere, and terrifying chase sequences. Plus, how's a human protagonist gonna take it down? A lot of these take cues from the indie survival horror games of the past decade. Often set in a poorly lit location, the main character must find their way to an objective while avoiding the cold embrace of a terrifying monster. One such game is Callum Fraser's Siren. The game has been described as a short and atmospheric retro PlayStation-style first-person shooter. Although it's not very long, the game does a fantastic job of instilling fear in the player. The low-poly style is gorgeous and adds to the tension. You take on the role of a park ranger looking for a missing hiker, and when you discover the grisly truth, Siren Head appears. The shambling, swaying Siren Head screams out random sound bites and siren noises as it chases you through the woods. This is one of the best representations of Siren Head that I've seen to date. If you're interested in playing
the only one.
follow the link down below. Siren Head mods have also been made for open world games like Gmod, Minecraft, and Roblox. They all seem to follow a similar structure with the telephone terror chasing you through the dark. As the iconic monster reaches a wider audience, I am sure that more terrifying stories will crop up. And finally, our number one scariest fact about Siren Head. There are multiple Siren Heads.
It's a theory.
Yep.
The creator actually denied
Henderson
this.
has hinted in the past that there may be more than one of these terrors stalking through the pine groves at night. In an informational
Actually, kind of
image
said the
uploaded
opposite.
to Twitter, Henderson
Okay.
wrote that multiple head configurations have been seen, but it was unknown whether that meant it could alter its appearance or if they were subspecies that existed. So if you thought you were safe, think again. These things could be anywhere. In addition to Henderson's clever little hint, there have been reports of sightings all over North America. It's also possible that they're adapting to hunt more humans. Some say that they have the ability to adapt to urban environments by mimicking lampposts and other structures. Imagine a pack of these things chasing a poor businessman down the street, arms outstretched. Personally, I welcome our new Siren overlords. I just hope they play something good before devouring me. And there you have it. 5 frightening facts to help you survive the impending
The pace of
Siren
grand
Head
fitness
invasion.
test is
What do you
one
think
semester in a
is
row.
about Siren Head?
Could
What
you
is the
imagine
last
hearing
thing
that?
you'd want to hear while hiking through the woods? Make sure
That.
you let me know down in the comments. Before I read off some of your comments from last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to react to that because just to get my thoughts out there on this new monster that's come up in creepypasta. Well, I say creepypasta, but it basically is. It's rather interesting because apparently the reason it became popular was it was in Fallout and a lot of the sound effects and stuff were cued from Fallout. And before I wrap this video up there, I just want to show you some of Trevor Henderson's other stuff. You've probably seen a lot of these images around places before, but there's some pretty messed up stuff you will see. Like I said, most of it is stuff if you're into like horror or like go on YouTube or whatever to scare yourself on a somewhat regular basis, you've probably seen a lot of these before. But nevertheless, I think it's worth showing off this guy's really talented work because he's talented if he doesn't... Okay, anyways, to start off, this first image, a horse at night, is just a giant... It's not even a horse, like what is that, you know? And he goes through, he has so many other like disturbing stuff like this moth thing that kind of looks like a kite made out of like flesh. It's really unnerving and disturbing. And I don't know what the hell this is. He definitely has a lot of... This guy could... If he started writing these as proper creepypastas, he could pretty much revive the entire subgenre, I call it. But yeah, you know, a lot of this stuff as well could serve as basis for the SCP Foundation. Markiplier was especially terrified of this face one, this brown face. I can't exactly blame him. It does remind me more of like a Jeff the Killer or something. This guy does actually draw a lot of stuff. He draws Momo, he draws Slenderman, all these kind of different ones. Speaking of Momo, there it is. Yeah, I won't drag this out that much longer. I just wanted to showcase some of this most unsettling stuff you'll probably ever see here, because it's worth taking a look into, because the guy's really talented at creating some really disturbing and messed up images, and I've seen some of these before. I've seen a lot of these before, actually. The one I've seen the most is Cartoon Cat, which I originally thought was Bendy and the Ink Machine. See if I can find it here. I stroked past it, but it was this one. If I can actually find it now, I probably won't find it. I've scrolled way past it, but I have the image up here anyway. It looks like Bendy, and apparently it's not. But anyways, that's one I've seen quite a lot, and it's quite disturbing when you see it. But it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see like how far this guy's work takes him, because I could see him becoming really prolific in the world of like horror online and what he does with his work, because there's so much potential here for if he chooses to expand his own unit. There's Siren Head. There's so much potential here for this guy's work to expand and to create like a whole universe and stuff. He could start an ARG series and it would be like really successful. But nevertheless, I am going to keep tabs on some of this guy's work, especially around Siren Head, because it's really interesting. This is I've wanted this for a while. A modern creepy character that can pick up from the remains of creepypasta. You know, one that can traumatize the internet in ways that all the other classic characters from the day used to. I see Siren Head now as sort of like the modern incarnation of Slenderman. Even though Slenderman's still fairly prominent, Siren Head has similarities and stuff in terms of his origin, and you know, it's one of the only ones where seeing it for the first time reminds you exactly how you felt back when you saw Slenderman for the first time. So it's fun to see this sort of grow and come back, and I only hope that we can see much more of this guy's disturbing stuff in the weeks to come, and hopefully more games get made, bigger games even. If a game like 8 Pages or Slender the Arrival got made for Siren Head, it could be pretty disturbing. But yeah, I'm going to leave that video here. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was very different from what I usually do, and I don't know, I didn't really exactly know what to do other than react to that and give my thoughts, so I apologize if it seems really random, but this is just sort of an experiment anyway, and I guess just me reacting to what this character is. I don't actually, one last thing I want to say is that I don't actually find this character scary in the way a lot of people do. I find it more humorous than anything. The idea of, you know, being in a forest and there's a giant telephone pole walking around blaring a nuclear alarm siren just seems more entertaining than terrifying. But obviously, granted, if I was in that situation, it would be much different. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought. If you know of any other of Trevor Henderson's creations or any other creepypasta type monsters that you'd like me to take a look at, or any other stuff in general that I could react to, please by all means let me know. I'd love to take a look at it. It'll definitely help me out with getting more videos out regularly. So yeah, let me know down below. As I said, thank you all for watching, and please subscribe. Novus Corvis out.